Well, and we are live, YouTube. I don't know if anybody's gonna show up. Well, we got one person. Hey, whoever's here. I couldn't sleep again. So here we are. So, anyways, I reckon I'm going to just ramble on for a couple of minutes until get somebody in the chat anyway to talk to. I did trim up my beard, so I ain't all nice and I ain't all shaggy no more. Ooh, look at that. We have 4 people in under a minute. I feel special. So how's everybody doing out there at 12:30 in the a.m. where I'm at? Yep, this is pretty near my life the last few nights. I ain't been able to sleep. So once I actually get some folks in here, we'll figure out something to talk about. Oh, Miss Roxana and Instant Shop. How y'all doing tonight? Miss Roxana, it is 12:30 here, and I can't sleep. I need to be up in about 2.5, 3 hours, and I still can't sleep. Not Instant Shop. Thanks for stopping by. How big of a garden am I making? Well, if you've seen any of my videos, my whole pretty near anything that ain't got chickens on it or inside of the dog fence is becoming a garden that ain't covered in pine trees yet. So pretty much the whole front part out here that's already cleared, and then inside the actual dog fences, that's going to be garden. Hey, Miss Kelly. All right, yes, ma'am. Prayers. Yes, ma'am, Miss Roxana. Every bit of that in front of my house is going to be garden. The only thing that ain't going to be garden is where the chickens are and inside the dog fences. Other than that, it's getting turned into garden, except for the driveway. But pretty much everything that ain't got a tree on it is getting turned into garden. And I did get a whole bunch of my pepper seeds and stuff started. I ran out of seed starter mix, so I've got to go get more of that before I can finish starting the rest of my seeds. But yes, ma'am, Miss Roxana. On and off, I ain't had a chance to get down there in the last couple of days, but we are still working on it, and videos coming up on that as I get stuff done on it and everything. Right now, we're pretty much waiting on the driveway to be put in. Yes, ma'am, Miss Kelly. I will be at her house Saturday evening. So just a couple more days. And Miss Roxana, yes, we're still working on it. We're waiting on the driveway right now to be put in before she can actually have her little house brought out there. And that's about the only thing we're really waiting on her property. So as soon as that's done, her house will be getting set up and more done on that. We've already got the spot cleared for the house. So, and the driveway is included when she bought the land, he just didn't have the driveway put in yet, so we're waiting on him to. Miss B lady, how you doing tonight? Miss Roxanne, yeah, yes ma'am, she is planning on moving there full time to get her out of Memphis. And I'd feel better with her out of Memphis. And like I said, it's just a matter of waiting on getting the driveway put in so her little house can be out there and getting a little more set up, and hopefully within a couple of months she'll be getting moved and everything like that. Oh, I ain't had a chance to watch all her vlog today, Miss B lady. I've been kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off most of the day. And now I can't sleep. Yes, ma'am, B lady, Miss B lady, something like that. I ain't been able to sleep the last 3 or 4 nights. Well, I'll take that back. I was able to sleep last night, but a couple of nights before then and tonight, I ain't been able to sleep at all. Oh, that's cool, Miss Roxanne. I am a big fan of St. Jude's there in Memphis. And yeah, St. Jude's actually helped out one of my cousins. Oh, it's been probably 25, 30 years ago now, but she was a St. Jude's patient. So I'm a big fan of them. Miss B lady, I've tried warm milk. I've tried hot tea. I mean, pretty near everything, you name it. I just can't get my mind to shut off for some reason. But if it's anything like normal, I'll go through it. Miss Roxanne, there's all kind of stuff I worry about all the time. That's a whole long list of stuff. Miss Kelly, hot tea makes. Yep, hot tea makes me pee too. That's why I like my cold sweet tea. But yes, ma'am, Miss Roxanne. If it ain't something, it's something else I'm worrying about. So that's just part of life, I reckon. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing else. So Miss B lady, that's actually a good idea. I ain't thought about that. I mean, usually she knows pretty near everything, anyways. But I ain't never tried just writing it down like that. That is a good idea. Miss Kelly writing your thoughts on it. All right, I just might try that. Thank you. I ain't never. Well, I can't say I ain't never done it, but I ain't wrote an actual letter in a long time. That worked for y'all, Miss B lady. Okay, I will try that. That does sound like a good idea. Oh, I do have a little bit of good news though. A few videos ago, I told y'all I lost my rooster. Well, guess where I'm going Sunday? Oh, Miss B Lady got one of your goodie boxes, Miss Kelly. Oh, that's cool. I'll be getting to see the goodie box Saturday evening. I'll be heading to CG's on Saturday evening. Yes, ma'am, B Lady. I do actually have paper. It is. I've actually got a whole bunch of paper. It's in a notebook and everything. It's out in the truck. It's for me keeping all my notes and everything. But I do have paper. Hey, Miss Life with Linda. But anyway, the reason I'm going to CG Saturday is well, just go see her. But Sunday I'm actually going to get another rooster. We're meeting Mr. Lee and Miss Teresa over at Stringfield Ridge Farms. We're meeting about halfway. It's about a 2 hour or so drive for each of us. And they're actually giving me a rooster that they don't want no more. And we're going to, have lunch together and hang out for a little while and that kind of thing. So I'm getting me a new rooster. Oh, yes, ma'am, Miss Kay. I don't need a reason. And it was about time for either her to come out here or me go to see her anyway. But it just kind of happened to fall. I needed to go get the rooster anyway. And, well, we like taking road trips together. But it is till I can actually get her moved out here. Oh, I lost my connection. See if I can get it. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. Am I back now? Miss Mary Clegdenin. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I messed that up. How you doing, Miss Mary? Yeah, Miss Kelly's goodie boxes are awesome. I've got one to go look at CG's house. I'll be checking that out Saturday. I ain't got to see it yet. She just got it, and like I said, I'll be there on Saturday afternoon even. So, be looking for a taste test and box opening reveal and everything. Well, we'll be doing it this weekend, so I'm guessing sometime this weekend, early part of next week, that video will be out. Oh, and Miss Kelly, yeah, CG has already got all kind of stuff she's gonna be sending back to you. Yes, ma'am, B lady. I'm hoping we have an amazing gardens anyway. If I don't screw nothing up and I can get everything to grow. Samson Farms, yes, I do have to be up in about 2.5 hours. I might be able to sneak it away at about 3 hours. Miss B lady, the rooster for chickens. Um, you can have hens all you want and they'll lay and everything, but a rooster will actually fertilize your eggs or fertilize the chicken eggs if you want to hatch eggs. And a rooster, if you let them free range like I do sometimes, will actually defend all the hens against anything. Well, we'll at least try to. So he kind of walks around with his chest stuck out and kind of tries to run off anything that messes with your hens. So it's kind of a dual purpose kind of thing. And plus, I just like having a rooster crowing every morning. I've been missing that ever since I lost my rooster. Miss B lady, you can. Well, okay. Right now, none of my eggs are fertile because I lost my rooster a couple of weeks ago. Um, Once I throw my rooster or my new rooster that I'll be going to get this weekend, once I put him back in there with the ladies, it'll take about a week or two or so, and then I'll be able to put like pick out which eggs I want to put in the incubator, and you can actually do this little thing called candling, where you take a flashlight and stick it under the egg, and you gotta turn all the lights off and everything, and the flashlight under the egg will light the egg up, and you can actually see little baby chicken growing inside the shell to see if it's an actual fertile egg or not. That's right, Samson Farms. He will fight right up to the point he sacrifices himself for them hens. That's another reason that I'm wanting another rooster. All this stuff for a month. Oh, that's cool, Samson Farms. I was figuring about a couple of weeks or so. Oh yes, ma'am, B lady. You can eat the eggs. That ain't nothing. That's you can eat the eggs all you incubator and start incubating them, or your hens don't go broody. Where they're just sitting and they're even a little itty bitty little thing in there. It's I don't mean to sound bad or anything, but it's just a little bit extra protein. Yes, ma'am, B lady. That's about it. Scrambled baby chicks. I mean, of course, you don't want to eat the ones you put in an incubator, but just having a rooster in there and you collecting eggs every day, no, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't gonna crack open, almost crowed baby chick or nothing. Okay, that's cool, Samson Farm. So mine might be still a little bit fertile because it's been about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe close to a month since I lost my rooster. I missed that rooster too. He was a purdy rooster. His name was Benjamin Buford Blue the Third. But that's kind of how it goes when you have livestock and things like that. Oh, that's cool, Miss B lady. I ain't never heard of no schools around here hatching them in class, but I think they ought to do that. I think there ought to be classes in schools on how to garden and raising chickens and where your food comes from, that kind of thing. And forgive the cigarettes, y'all. It's a live stream. It's late. It is what it is. Samson Farm, stupid loud birds. Yep. I called mine. Well, my old rooster is the only one that had a name. The rest of mine, I just called the ladies or hey chickens or something. Oh, that's cool, Miss B lady. Miss B lady, that sounds like something I'd actually like to, do and see. Oh, that's cool, Samson Farms. I do have a couple of cousins and stuff that's younger, still in school like that. I don't know how old yours were, but they're they're starting to get to that age where they're going to be in science class and all that for too much longer. And that would be a good idea to do like a science project or something. That would be pretty cool. Quail eggs. That's something else I'm wanting to get at Samson Farms is quail. But I said I've got to get my chickens a little more set up before I start adding on the quail. But Miss B Lady, I'm usually up that early so I can get chickens fed, the rabbits fed, the dogs took care of and fed, water run, and everything because I'm usually at least out in the woods or running fence line or helping the farmers around here doing something by daylight. So I got to have all the stuff done and critters fed before then. So third grade class. Okay, Samson Farms, that's cool. And yes, ma'am, Miss Kelly, I will keep y'all in my prayers for sure. Yes, ma'am, B Lady, my woods. I am working on clearing. I've got I don't know, around 8 million pine trees that I've got to clear and clean up and all kind of stuff here. So if I'm not working somewhere else or something like that, that's what I'm doing, trying to get more garden and more pasture and stuff like that cleared to, well, eventually add more goats and hopefully hogs and that kind of thing. But the pine trees got to come down first. And I just found out the other day, I'm getting 12 new trees to plant on top of having to go through and clear out 8 million pine trees. But they ain't actually pine trees. There were some red oak and things like that. Actually, trees that I want to have around here. So that's a good thing. Yes, ma'am, B Lady. I am wanting goats. I don't have goats right now. Um, the only critters I have right now are the dogs, cats, chickens, and rabbits. Um, Goats are probably my next thing, and then hogs after that. And eventually, I'm wanting a beef cow to raise up and send to freezer camp. Samson Farms. Yep, I did think about that, Samson Farms. I am actually leaving some woods just for the pigs, but I'm wanting a whole lot more garden space too. So that's mainly why I'm clearing this for more garden space. But yes, ma'am, B Lady. I did think about that, but I'm using pretty near all the wood that all the trees I cut for stuff around here. It ain't going to waste for sure. Samson Farms. Yep, that's a few of the trees that I'm gonna be going to get is some oak trees. It'll be a while before they're actually big enough to do anything, but oh, Miss B Lady, I want a horse so bad, but I've got to get. I want a horse so bad, but I've got to get stuff that produces before I can just get a horse to ride. Miss Mary, I've got just over 7 acres. It's 7.08 to be exact. Miss B Lady, no ma'am, we ain't got wild pigs around here. Um, Not in my area anyway. There's all kind of wild turkeys and deer, but no wild pigs. All kind of bobcats and coyotes too, but can't exactly eat them. Or I wouldn't want to anyway if you can. That's actually what I'm thinking about doing with Samson Farms. I'm clearing where I'm going to put the goats and the pigs. I'm clearing enough so I can get fence run, and then everything else that is going to be more garden, I'm having to clear out completely. But Miss Mary, CG has got 2.6 acres, I think. It's either 2.5 or 2.6. I think it's 2.6. Miss B lady, I wish I was full of energy. I'm always doing something. I can't sit still for too long, but I'm always feeling it after a while at the same time. Oh, Bodog's whiny. Yep, he does need his burrito. Miss Mary, not really. No, ma'am. It ain't expensive at all. Um, well, I'll give you an example. My 7 acres here, or just over 7 acres. Now, keep in mind, it was undeveloped raw land when I first bought it. $26,000 for just over 7 acres. Oh yes, ma'am, B lady. They do have wild hogs down there in Florida, and I'm pretty sure there might be some somewhere here in Tennessee, but there's not any here in West Tennessee anyway, or not that many. All right, Nathan. Sounds good. Yes, ma'am, B lady. That is a good price, and that's the only reason I could afford it. Oh, y'all got a wild hog, B lady. Oh man, barbecue time. Miss Mary, little homes ain't that bad neither. The 10 by 10 that I live in was right at, I want to say, about $3,000 after it's all paid off and everything. You know, it's monthly payments, but right at about 3,000 to 3,500 after it's paid off. And you know, the bigger you go, the little more expensive it gets. But they ain't bad at all, really. 2 acres for 5,000. That ain't bad at all. I don't know where you at though, Nathan. Bullfrog Swamp Homestead. How y'all doing tonight? Turkey season just came in South Carolina. Ooh, turkey season. I ain't sure when turkey season starts here. I ain't lived here long enough to actually get to do any hunting yet, so I've still got to check into that. Okay. I don't think I know where that's at exactly, Nathan, but is that in West, East Tennessee, Central? Where is that? Miss Mary, mine was not through a bank at all. It's through a small little land group called the West Tennessee Landman on Facebook. That's how I found him. Buy here, pay here, itty bitty small little down payment, and really, really cheap monthly payments. And basically, what it is like I told you, my 7 acres is $26,000. My monthly payment is $260 a month. The down payment is one monthly payment plus $125 contract fee. So 260, 385 was my down payment, and then $260 a month after that. That's it. Sign the contract. It's yours. Do whatever you want to. Yes, ma'am, B lady. I'll get with CG on that, and we'll figure out something really good. Turkey season opens the 30th here. Okay, cool, Nathan. That's cool. I'll actually get to go turkey hunting this year. I know they're here. I hear them gobbling all the time. Lipton, Tennessee. Oh, yes, ma'am, B lady. You got to go where family is. I understand that. Grandma so happy homestead. How you doing tonight? Dyersburg. Yep, I know where Dyersburg is. That's I think around 2 hours or so away from me, Dyersburg. All right. Good night, Miss Kelly. Try to get some sleep. We'll be praying for you. Oh, that sounds good, Miss B Lady. Okay, Nathan. I know about where you're at. Then you ain't that far from me. Then. Oh, that's good. Grandma's so happy, homestead. I'm glad you're doing good. I can't sleep. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good though. I did get most of my peppers started and everything. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I am loving that new little seed starter greenhouse that I got y'all. It's already about halfway filled up. That's a good question, Miss B Lady. Yep, Samson Farms. That's right. I'm about halfway between Nashville and Memphis. I'm about an hour and a half, 2 hours west of Nashville, but about an hour and a half, 2 hours east of Memphis. So, Grandma's so happy. I'm in West Tennessee. Grampy Campy, how you doing tonight? Oh yes, ma'am, B lady. I am loving that little starter greenhouse, and don't nobody need no instructions. Excuse me. Bullfrog Swamp Homestead. How y'all doing? Yeah, yes, no, man. B lady, we don't need no instructions around here. We just figure it out. Yes, sir, Grandpa Campy. I can't sleep again. I was able to sleep last night, but I reckon that caught up to me, and now I can't sleep again tonight. But it is what it is, and I figure I'll have some fun on YouTube. I did too, Miss B Lady. Bullfrog Swamp Homestead, that's an awesome name. I wish I was that creative. But I ain't that creative or smart, so you see what my name is. Yes, ma'am, B Lady, I do. Coffee every morning. Coffee is a must every morning. And usually a lot of sweet tea and that kind of thing, so that might be part of it. I will drink Cokes sometimes, but only when I'm out somewhere. I don't exactly keep a whole big stock of canned Cokes or nothing here at the house. So hey, sounds good to me, Bullfrog Swamp. It ain't hard. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Oh, thank you, Grandma. So happy. I try to be. But there's a whole lot of folks a whole lot better at it than I am. Like I said, right now, if I didn't have chat to go off of, I probably wouldn't have nothing to talk about at all. Yeah, Bullfrog Swamp. Anything you want to know, if I can answer you, I'll tell you. And like I said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Yep, it is between Jackson and Selmer. It's closer to Jackson though. We're about 20 minutes or so outside of Jackson, and probably 45 minutes to an hour outside of Selmer. We're right there between Jackson and Lexington. Yes, ma'am, B lady. That's about it. Bullfrog, just fired up and roll with it. The only thing I use is my cell phone for a camera, and well, right now I'm on my what you call it, laptop camera, but they like it, Miss B lady. They are loving being out of the city, that's for sure. I know exactly where that's at, Samson Farms. That's about 15, 20 minutes away from my house too. Actually, Henderson is the closest town to me. I can be in Henderson in about 15 minutes, and it takes me a good 20 minutes or so to get to Jackson and Lexington. Grampy Camping, I am the same way. I cannot stand the city at all. I hate having to go into town. Oh, I've had their barbecue, Nathan. That is some good barbecue. It ain't quite homemade barbecue, but it's right up there, close second. I tell you, next big purchase I want to get, probably not the next one I'm actually gonna have to get, but the next one I really want to get is a stick burner smoker so I can actually make real barbecue. That's right, Grandpa Campy. You can tell I don't exactly like going to town. Hey, Bullfrog, there's all kind of cones and everything up here. You want to come hunt a few, you're more than welcome. Oh, that's cool, Nathan. Grandpa Camping. I don't even like visiting the city really. Every once in a while it's okay, but Miss Life with Linda, a coon is a raccoon. That's steal your chicken eggs, kill your chickens, root in your garbage, tip your garbage can over everything. Oh, that's cool, Nathan. Next time you're around here, holler at me because I'm usually at least around the house. Miss Mary. No, my payments are actually set up for 20 years because there is a little bit of interest to it, but there is no penalties for paying it off faster. Like say, 260 months the minimum. There's no penalties or anything like that if I was to pay 500 a month, which I try to do every time I've got extra. I pay extra on it. That's right, Nathan. Coons do make good barbecue if you know how to cook them right. Nathan, yep, on Facebook or here. I do not have cell phone service at my house, so the best way to get a hold of me is either email here or Facebook. Well, I take that back. I do have cell phone service if I go stand up there by the road. Other than that, I ain't got nothing. It's life within the road tide. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I think you're the one that asked me earlier in a live. Did I get your email? No, I didn't. I looked and I ain't got nothing new. Yes, ma'am, B lady. I am on satellite internet. It's HughesNet. It ain't the best in the world by no means, but it's the only option we got out here. So, Miss Mary, no, the same group don't do the tiny houses. These we got are, excuse me, pretty much just they're called portable storage shed cabins, and that's pretty much just kind of the same thing. You find one you like, and it's a buy here, pay here kind of thing. I will say they're do a little bit of research though before you just go out and buy one because some companies are better than others and some are built better than others. So Yes, ma'am. You got that right, Miss B lady. I tell you what, I'm gonna be in trouble again tomorrow when the CG knows I went live again. Viasat. I'll have to look into that. I tried finding everything as far as I could find out here. HughesNet was the only thing that would work, but I'll have to look in the Viasat. Miss B lady, I would not put that past you at all to tell on me. Miss Mary, yes, ma'am. If you could, I would get one of the ones that the Amish do because they are usually the best built, and they're still pretty reasonably priced too. And then Premier buildings. Yep, those are good. Oh man, I've been drooling over one of their metal building shops. If I had the extra money right now, I'd have me one of their metal building shops right now. But for a shop. But here, one of these days, I'll have one. Right now, the only shop I've got is the front porch and the bed and the tailgate of my truck. But it works, so I can't really complain. Grampy Campy. Okay. Well, I ain't had no dealings with satellite other than HughesNet. This is the first time I've had satellite internet. But I mean, they're okay. They ain't exactly the fastest in the world, but as long as the weather's good. I say HughesNet ain't been that bad about throttling me down. At least not yet, anyway. Now, when it's raining or cloudy or something, it does slow down, but that's because of the satellite. But as long as it's clear, they ain't been bad about throttling me down a whole lot. Not that I can tell, anyway. Miss Mary, my land payment is $260 a month, and then the payment on my little house is about $150 a month, and then plus Mama and my baby sister's house, but they take care of that. Yep, maybe that's why I was thinking. It's satellite, so weather's gonna interfere with it. But I said, as long as it's clear, I never really have no problems with it. That's right, Bullfrog Swamp. It may not be a whole lot, but I am right proud of it, and it's mine. And I don't know a whole bunch of folks doing what I'm doing neither. They're all huge in the debt and everything else. And, well, I can live doing what I'm doing just fine, and I ain't got to worry about making a $1,200 a month mortgage payment or nothing like that. And I can actually do what I want on my land, and I ain't got nobody telling me you can't have chickens or you can't do this in your front yard or whatever. Miss B Lady, I think she did show me a couple of them pictures that she got that you sent her. Um, there is filters that you can get for well water. Um, depends. You have to get the water tested to see what all's in it and all that, and that'll depend on what kind of filters you need to get. But Nathan, no bills, no worries. I ain't even got an electric bill right now. I've got, the land payment and that kind of thing, but my only electric bill is gas for generator. And electric probably is coming eventually, but at the moment there ain't even an electric pole run to my property. So yes, ma'am, B lady. Tell me, I buy a expensive house like that. Tell me I can't do what I want to in my own yard. Oh, that's cool, Nathan. I ain't quite there yet. I'm only 30. I just turned 30 last month, and I ain't quite there having everything paid off yet, but I'm getting there pretty quick, though. You got that right, Grandpa Campy. Telephone poles means more people. That's for sure. And, yep, gas does add up, but I got lucky with my generator. It'll run, depending on the load it's under, but usually the way I run it, what I've got running on it, is it'll run around 14 hours on 3 gallons of gas. So I usually just shut it off when I'm asleep. And I only spend about 3 gallons of gas a day. That's running the fridge, internet, computers, lights, everything. So oh, that's awesome, Bullfrog. I tell you what, I know when I moved out here out of the city, it is more work, but oh man, it's so much simpler and so much more peace. I love I can't say I love every second of it because you always gonna have hiccups here and there, but man, I love 99.9% of it. Oh, that's awesome, Grampy Campy. I ain't quite got that much acreage surrounding me, but it's still pretty rural. So yes, ma'am, B lady. It's quiet. You can see the stars. There ain't no city lights nowhere. You don't hear horns honking and loud stereos trying to beat the pictures off your wall. Mess hall, roll tide, Bubba. That's right. And yes, I got my roll tide picture in the background still. Yeah, Mess hall, he's a feller Alabama boy like me. Even though I moved up here to Tennessee, I'm still a good old Alabama boy. Yeah, I think you actually from around my old stomping grounds. Oh, Miss B Lady, what's roll tide? Ooh, Miss B Lady, we gonna have to educate you now, okay? Roll Tide is the Crimson Tide, the University of Alabama. Okay, when that crimson comes out on the field, especially in football, you rolling with the Crimson Tide, and you can roll with pride when you roll with the Tide. Oh, Mesa, oh, you was right around my old stomping grounds then. I'm from right there in northern Huntsville, right below Meridianville. Oh, that's awesome, Bullfrog. Grandpa Campy, we don't have snow plows, nothing around here neither, but we don't get no snow to have snow plows. Oh, mess up. The old Lee High School is literally around 15 minutes away from where I live. You know, they just tore down the old one and built a new one a few years ago. Oh, that's okay, Bullfrog. Not everybody can go for a winning team. Yeah, Miss Hall, my mama actually went to Lee High School too. Yes, ma'am, B lady. Grandpa Campy, yeah. Snow is cool. I do like seeing snow in pictures. And even when it does snow, the little bit it snows here once every few years, it is cool to see for the first day or two, but after the first day or two, I'm about tired of it and I'm over it. Yeah, I kind of like doing this live stream thing. I just might have to schedule one to come out when more folks is actually up instead of just when I can't sleep. Oh, that's cool, Grandpa Campy. I just turned 30 last month, so I'm guessing he's around 30. Okay, the mess hall. Yeah, Mama was there a few years before that. Let's see. I think. Don't quote me on this because I ain't for sure the year she was in high school there, but late 70s, I think. Yeah, early 90s, the mess hall. Let's see, I was born in 89, so early 90s, I was 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, that's cool, Grandpa Campy. He's pretty close then. 1 year don't make no difference. That counts as the same. All right, good night, B lady. Hope you sleep good. Thank you for coming by. And yes, ma'am, I will remember. Yeah, so who wants to see a road trip video from Sunday when I go get the chicken? Oh, that's cool, Miss Hall. He's right about my baby sister's age. She just turned 24 last September. Awesome. Road trip video it is. Like I said, road trip is this Sunday, so road trip with a new rooster on the back of the truck coming home. And CG's going with me too, so you know I'll be acting all kind of stupid and goofy. But then again, I act kind of stupid and goofy most of the time anyway. I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Mess Hall, I'm actually going to Mr. Lee and Miss Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farms. They had a few roosters that they was looking to get rid of, and I just happened to mention, hey, I need a new rooster because I lost my rooster in the last month or so. And they said, well, come get it. We'll meet you halfway. And so that's where I'm going, is a couple of hours halfway from my house to theirs is about a couple of hours. So Sunday I'm going to bring home a new rooster. Oh, that's cool, Bullfrog. So we're about the same age. Oh, that's cool, Grampy Campy. For some reason, I tend to fit in more with folks older than me than I do folks actually my age or younger. I don't know why. Every once in a while I run into somebody around my age or younger that kind of has the right way of looking at things, but most folks my age and younger, well, I don't keep up with the main whatever's newest and latest and all that. So that kind of puts me out of the loop with a whole bunch of folks. You got that right, Miss Hall. This gardening community and everything, it's one of the best ones to be in, that's for sure. I know I've made more friends here on YouTube in about the year and a half that I've been on here that do and think the way I do than I have in my whole 30 years of being here. Grampy Campy, you'd be surprised at how many folks have told me that. Yep, you got that right, Bullfrog. That is true. There are still one or two younger folks out here trying to homestead and the gardening and that kind of thing, but there ain't many no more. Miss Mary, yep. I think she is. I ain't gonna say exactly because I don't want to get whooped, but you're right there around that same age. I'll let her tell you if she wants to tell you. Bullfrog. Yep, you got that right, Bullfrog. There are very few single ladies, especially single ladies that are accepting and want this lifestyle. Oh, I know, Grampy Campy. I understand completely. I actually like being called an old soul because I don't like being put in with all the younger folks. I'm like, no, that ain't me. Put me in with the retirement community over here. I'm happy. I will get along with the retirement community a whole lot quicker and easier than I will most folks my age. So, Red Solo Cup, as Toby Keith says. Yeah, so you know how I feel, Grampy Campy, because 95% of all my friends and folks that I know and everything are, I'd say on not every single one of them, but on average, they're at least 10 to 15 years older than I am, if not older than that. Bullfrog, yep. Miss Amanda over at Freedom Acres, yep, you right about that. Oh, that's awesome, Miss Hall. I still got to get out there and, excuse me, I still got to get out there and start turning dirt. But I was hoping to be able to have enough saved up to get a tiller, but I reckon it's going to be a shovel and a pickaxe. But yeah, Bullfrog, back to Miss Amanda. I got to meet her at the Deep South Homestead Gathering thing earlier this month. And that was pretty cool. Grampy Campy, I used to. Oh, yes, sir. Me too. I love sitting around listening to the stories of all the older folks. I can't hardly beat that. They the best stories around. Oh, Grandma's so happy. That's cool. I'm going to check her out then. Excuse me. That is cool. I do like to hear that some younger folks are, at least trying or interested in, buying land and doing the whole gardening thing and all that. That is a lot of plants to mess hall, but I just started, let's see, close to 100 pepper plants, and I ain't even nowhere near done starting seeds yet. Grandma's so happy. I don't know about me having wisdom. I do have a whole bunch of other folks' advice in my head, but I don't know if I'm old enough to exactly have no wisdom yet. That's right, Grampy Campy. Like my great grandpa, he was born in 1910 and lived to be almost 100 years old. So before he passed, I got to sit and listen to a whole bunch of stories from him and everything about how they lived back, back in the day, back then. Oh man, I wish he was still around so I could hear even more. I'm so happy she moved mountains. Okay, I will check her out for sure. Grandma's so happy. I mean, it. I love to see younger folks like me, even younger folks than me, you know, trying and doing this kind of thing. Oh, thank you, Miss Mary. I wasn't sure how good it would be, considering I just couldn't sleep and was like, okay, let's go live again. Oh, that's right, Miss Hall. I love Old Alabama Gardener. I think I've watched every single one of his videos about 5 or 6 times at least. Bullfrog. Where have all the younger folks? That's what I want to. That's what I want to know. Grampy Campy and Grandma So Happy. That's me. I love sitting and listening to the older stories like that. Every chance I get when I get a chance to talk to, old time. Well, I call them old timers. Well, they call themselves old timers, so that's what I call them. But oh man, I will sit there for hours. No sir, no ma'am, I ain't got nowhere to be. Tell me another story. Grandma's So Happy. There are a few of us left that's kind of younger. Not that many, I don't think. Not that I found anyway, but there's still a few of us left here and there anyways. Me too, Grampy Campy. Them old timers like that they're getting further and fewer between. That's for sure. There's still a few of them left here and there, but me too, Bullfrog. That's why that's why I'm happy I got into it when I did. It was kind of a fluke kind of thing, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, I could care less what Hollywood, what's it's doing it or whatever, what's latest in the fashion and all that. Like most folks seem to care about these days. Yes, ma'am, Grandma So Happy. That's right. That's right. There are some cool videos on here on YouTube about stories and stuff like that from back then. I do enjoy watching those. I've watched those actually a whole lot, and that ain't exactly the same as getting to talk with them in person. Sitting there and asking questions and that kind of thing. But it is pretty cool. If you ain't got one around or something, just pull it up and kind of listen to stories, that kind of thing. That's right, Miss Maris. A lot of folks are more interested in the newest cars and the biggest houses and all that. That ain't me. I drive a base model, long wheelbase work truck that's got dents, and it's always got a bed full of stuff, from hay to chicken feed to scraps of wood to everything else. That's right, Grampy Campy. That's right. I do mine. I do my channel pretty much for the same reasons. That, and at least to get it out there that hopefully somebody's like, well, nobody's doing this anymore. Well, I'm doing it over here. If I can do it, you can do it. that kind of thing. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta have the biggest, best, latest, most fancy nothing to be happy in life. Well, that's right, Miss Hall. That's right. I will drive my Toyota pickup. It's a '05 model, but it's the base model with the bench seat, vinyl floors, long bed, single cab. It's got 268,000 miles, and I'm going to drive. My goal is to take that thing to at least 1,000,000 miles. Yeah, lots of folks look at me kind of funny when I say I love my truck, just because it's a base model work truck, pretty much. But they get mad at me when their fancy car breaks down and my truck still fires up every single morning. I was like, well, learn to take care of your car, change the oil, that kind of thing. Well, Grandma's so happy. I wouldn't exactly call me smart, because trust me, I've made more than my fair share of stupid decisions. I'm lucky more than anything else. But thank you. Well, Bullfrog, that's me. I ain't never been married and I ain't got no kids. But I reckon that's the good Lord kind of looking over me and not putting nothing on me that I couldn't handle at the moment. And it took me pretty near this long to figure out where I really needed to be, because back in my teenage and early 20s, oh, you couldn't tell me nothing at all. I was a wild, I'm going to do what I want to, good old country boy, if that makes any sense. Grandpa Campy, yep, I understand that. I have been there before myself. Seems like there ain't hardly any decent women left, and if you can find one, 9 out of 10 times they're already taken by somebody else. You've been busy, Miss Off. No, that's cool. Like I said, I just never had none of my own. Not for lack of trying in my earlier years, but that's right. Grandma's so happy. Everybody has their mistakes in their past, and You just got to figure out how to learn from it and keep moving forward. That's what I had to do anyway. Oh, that's cool, Grandpa Campy. That's right. I heard a quote. I don't remember who it was from, but said, I ain't never going to blame you for aiming high and missing, but I will blame you for aiming low and hitting. And that always kind of stuck with me. And ever since I heard that, that's kind of how I live my life, or try to anyway. Oh, that's cool, Mess Hall. So you finally got them all out of them teenage years, and then you get to go through the teenage years all over again. I gotta say, teenagers are fun though. They are downright funny. They'll give you a good laugh. Oh, that's cool, Grandpa Campy. Like I've said, I don't have none, no kids of my own, but I do have a whole bunch of nieces and nephews that, well, they're spoiled like they be my kids anyway. Oh, that's cool, Miss Mary. I do love to spoil kids. I am the worst one about spoiling a kid, especially if I'm babysitting. I love to babysit, y'all. Just because I can be like, all right, what time are you gonna be back to get him? About around 9 o'clock. Okay, 8:45 rolls around. Hey, here's some Mountain Dew. Here's a bunch of here's a 5-pound bag of sugar and a spoon. You got that right, Grandpa Campy. I do kind of have kids. I got dogs, chickens, and rabbits. I swear, them dogs sometimes think they youngins instead of dogs. You got that right, Bullfrog. It is. Oh, all right, y'all. It is almost 2 o'clock now, and my alarm's going to be going off in about 45 more minutes. So I am going to try to at least get a little bit of sleep. So I reckon I'm going to call it here so I can at least try to get a little bit of sleep, y'all. So anyways, I want to thank y'all for stopping by and staying up with me. And there are more videos coming up soon, including a road trip video to go get a rooster. And so anyway, thank y'all for watching. God bless. Hope y'all have a good day. Hopefully I can get a little bit of sleep. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all.